Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of TableTakes Game Night. I am your GM for this evening, Anita. My pronouns are she, they, and tonight we're playing some Star Trek Adventures with an amazing cast of characters, this wonderful crew that we've got going on here. So, everybody, why don't you just go over who you are, who you're playing, and then we can dive into this adventure. Let's start with Javion.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chemo Quinn. I'm blind. I need to use a very special device over my eyes. They're called goggles. They help me see. I am Ensign Chemo Quinn. I am the science officer for our trip today on the USS Aurora, and I'm very happy to be here.
All right, next up we've got Marcus.
Hello, my name is Marcus, and I'll be playing Preet, how do you pronounce this kind of species?
Haitian.
Cation. I'll be playing a Cation, a type of cat person. I've been told, and I will be playing the commander of the Aurora.
How come you don't sound Cajun?
Well, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to check out
A Cajun Cation.
a Cajun. Oh no. It's the best Cajun I can do.
Next up we've got Noir.
Hi, I'm Noir. Today I'm playing the engineer Renex. He's a denobulin. I fixed the ship. Don't break my ship.
Last but not least, we've got Bonsai.
Hello, I am Bonsai Baby. I am playing Thresh. I am an Endorian, and I want to work together with you for a peaceful thing, a peaceful ship and voyage. But remember, please, I humbly ask that you do not cross my line and you do not want to figure out what that line is. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate y'all listening.
Incredible. I'm very excited. All right, so we open up on a ship actually in orbit of a planet. The captain's log starts. Captain's log, start date. I don't have a start date because I'm not that prepared.
7.
Captain Krelix responding. We've just finished first contact with a lovely people in this sector of space, and we are on our way into the next leg of our voyage. Myself, our doctor, and a few other members of our crew have just beamed back up from the planet's surface, and we are preparing to set off. First contact went without a hitch, and we're excited to continue the next leg of our journey. The camera pans to the bridge of the ship as the captain comes back aboard, and Preet, you sort of stand up to greet Captain Krelix. Captain Krelix is a Vulcan individual. And everything went according to plan. No surprises.
It went smoothly, Captain. Thank you.
Good job. I'll take my chair back, and he
Yes.
goes and sits back center chair, and you take your spot in the first officers.
I'd get a lint roller and just kind of wipe down some of the fur off the captain's chair.
Wholly unnecessary. I assure you, as I've told you many times, I am not allergic.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate that.
And who else would be on the bridge at this time?
Not me. I'm only ever at the warp core.
Science officer would head up to the bridge.
Yeah, you'd probably be at the science station on the bridge.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm going and doing my checks around this area. just to make sure everybody is safe and comfortable. Um, and we got a smooth ride.
Yeah. Thresh, one of your security crew come up to you. Uh, everything on the planet went smooth, uh, Commander. Um, and I think we're excited to set off. You see him scratch his neck a little bit. This is um a commander or a lieutenant junior grade by the name of Dovik.
Speak freely,
Uh,
Lieutenant Dobik.
oh wait,
They're
are
talking to Thresh,
Okay.
oh wait.
reporting in after the.
All right, if that seems, I'm glad for your teamwork. Good job, team. Give a nice supportive like pat on the shoulder. You did a good job. Remember, we're all a team here on this ship, and without one piece going correctly, the puzzle can't be complete. I'm glad you're putting this 100% of the time. Also, you okay? You got a little bit of a rash?
Yeah, just a bug bite down on the planet surface. I'm gonna go get it checked out, medical.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and just since you're already done, just go there right now and I can handle the rest.
All right. Thanks so much, sir. And they'll rush off. Uh, the rest of your shift goes pretty smoothly. The captain gives the order for the ship to go to warp. Calls down to engineering. Renix, how are we doing down there?
Are we on red alert or yellow alert?
We're condition normal. Are you ready to get us going?
Yep.
All right.
I'll be
Let's
the
take
first
us
to let
out.
you know if there's a problem.
Thanks so much for that. Appreciate you.
At the comms.
Gosh.
This ship goes to warp, and it winds up. A little bit of time passes. It goes a little bit later in the evening. Renix, can you make me an insight and engineering check?
Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. Oh my god, my stats are ridiculous. What the heck?
I
Hold
built
on.
these for a quick and efficient one shot.
1 second.
Oh, you're good.
Winston has stole the dice.
All right, that's 2 successes.
Two successes. Difficulty was two. You're noticing a little bit of a power drain coming from one of the EPS conduits a little bit later in your shift.
All right, I would like to investigate this.
Are you going to go into the Jeffries tubes yourself and try to find the
Yeah.
source of the issue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You make your way through the sort of guts of the ship through the Jeffries tube systems of this Nova class vessel, and while you don't find what caused the power drain, you do find something rather alarming. It looks like the EPS junction box has been ripped from the wall, and the cables are pulled. They're broken.
Okay, is it possible for me to jerry rig something so that we don't continue to drain power, or is this something that I will need to replicate the parts in order to repair?
You'll probably need to replicate the parts, but it's not hard. One of your other engineers can come by and bring you what's necessary.
And this looks like it was pulled out by force, correct?
There are claw marks.
What?
Not good.
No, not good.
Right next to the bridge.
Yes.
There's something in the Jeffrey tubes again.
What exactly is in the Jeffrey tubes?
I don't know, but something has pulled our EVS junction box, and it shows clear signs of claw marks. We're gonna need security in on this. I'll be replicating parts to begin repairs, but I need to make sure that nothing comes and nabs me while I'm in the midst of these repairs.
Keep an eye out there. We'll bring security down immediately.
I
Yes.
feel I feel safer already. If I cut the calls.
Then yes, I would like to call in security. Is there just call in security?
Yeah, that would be
Ooh.
Thresh's.
Security Chief Thresh.
We have a problem down in the warp room, warp engine room.
It's in one of the Jeffries tubes adjacent, probably subsection B.
Yeah, we're somewhere in subsection B. So, one of the all those words you said were very good. What she said.
Yeah, no worries. All right, I will take this. Thank you for this constructive criticism of my detail force. I will go ahead and be right on there. Hopefully, we can resolve this matter quickly and get down to that.
Knew I could rely on you, Thresh. Thank you.
Yes.
The captain sort of looks at you, Preet, and says, "Hey, if it's all the same to you, why am I talking not like a Vulcan? I think that it's time that I retire for the evening. You have the bridge, number one."
Absolutely, it would be an honor. Thank you,
And
Captain.
they stand and move towards the turbo lift, sort of scratching the neck a little bit.
Preet just walks over and kind of feels the chair and just takes a seat in the captain's chair.
The comms have been pretty open, and I would say, Chemo, you've been on the bridge. You heard this news of something potentially in the Jeffries tubes. Would you like to make a scan to sort of see if you can spot anything?
Absolutely, I'd love to. Now, what am I using to make the scan?
I would like you to make me an. This is going to be a insight you know what? It'll be a reason and science, and it'll be assisted by the ship's computers.
Got it.
It'll be assisted by the ship's sensors and science. This is going to be a high difficulty check. This is going to be a difficulty 4, but it will be reduced to 3 because of the advanced sensor suites on the Aurora.
Okay, gotcha. So remind me because it's been a little while. I'm
Yep.
rolling
So
d20s.
you're going to roll 2 d20s, and I will roll a single d20 to assist you with the ship. This is going to be a difficulty 3 check. If you have any focuses that apply, please let me know.
Can I, as a commanding officer, can I give him a point of? Does he need determination for this one at all? I'm learning the system. Sorry.
So no, determination, not at all. Determination is something that you can add to a roll. Determination is kind of like a once per day kind of thing. You'll want to use it on a
see.
big roll.
Okay, cool. Absolutely. Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So roll me your 2d20.
I got a 14 and a 9. My
Okay.
insight is 11, and I believe what was the other one?
Insight.
Insight in what?
Sorry, it was reason and science. Apologies.
Reason and science.
Yeah, so it'd be a 15 or lower.
Okay, yeah. So I got a 14 and a 9. My reason is 11, and my science is 4.
Okay. The ship rolled a 17 on the die, not quite enough to assist you. So it's you see the faintest blip of something on sensors that's not that's it's hard to tell what exactly it is. But just as quick as you pick it up, it's gone.
Well, no reason to get others all worked up over nothing. I'll try to collect more evidence first. Is there anything I can do to search for this anomaly?
That might be not at this point in time, but fairly soon you'll be able to maybe make another repeated roll just to sort of see if you can track it down. I mean, short of taking an actual walk through the Jeffries tubes yourself with like a more fine-tuned scanning device, like a tricorder, the ship's sensors really aren't being of any assistance to you at this point.
Understood.
Mm.
Okay.
And
I'm just gathering one other, like a couple more of my crew to go down
okay,
there. Just let me know when I'm there.
yeah, Ensign Disposable is coming with you.
Dispo.
Jeez.
Hey, it's Posable. How are you doing?
Posable's doing. I'm doing okay, Commander.
That's good. That's good. It looks like Renix has more comments again about the security crew. Honestly, if they just followed the protocols that I sent them, we would all be working as a well-oiled machine team. But you know, what can you do?
Yeah, you know how Ranix is. They get a little grumpy when they're not near the warp core, and the further away they get from the warp core, the grumpier they get.
Mm.
Hmm. All right, let's go ahead and see what the problem is.
Okay. Posable comes with you, and you begin to make your way through the Jeffers tubes, finally arriving at the spot where Renix is. Another junior engineer has arrived and is with the replicated part and is working with you to put it back in place.
Hey, Renix, I heard that you have another issue through here.
Uh, he points to the EPS junction box where you can see claw marks on the side.
It's actually been
Yes.
pulled from the.
Even better.
Yes, I have a problem. This is the problem.
Hmm. Does seem like a problem. Go ahead and like get more like should I be like under constantly washing or how should I let me see.
Do you
What
wanna do
can
you wanna try and scan it?
I will try to scan it with my tricorder.
Okay. Make me an insight plus security check.
Inside plus security, so that's 14. Gotta go under 14.
2d20.
I got 4 and a 17.
Okay.
I go for the 4.
Difficulty was one. So the tricorder readings come back with humanoid epithelial residue.
Humanoid.
Yeah, it's strange. The genetic code seems to be shifting and have been be altered somehow.
Perhaps I could study this further if you want to bring it to chemo.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll just do science chemo. And
Chemo here.
we found some interesting residue on the issues down here in the Jeffrey tube. I think you would want to see this.
I'll be right down. I'm gonna head on down or beam over to the tubes. I'm gonna grab my kit, my collection kit, just before I head there.
Renix, can I get you to make me a control plus engineering check
All right, let's see here.
just to get this thing reinstalled?
Okay, so that is a 1 and a 20.
I will bank that threat. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But 2 successes was what you needed. So you you install it. It's fixed up. You reattach the cables to where they were before.
Oh, well, really quick. I am a bold engineer. I have bold engineer. Oh, but I did. Whenever you attempt a task with engineering and you buy one or more D20s, dang, I didn't buy
You
one.
buy them with thread.
Yeah, but that would have allowed me to re-roll the 20 is the thing. But never
Oh, I mean,
mind.
if you want, you can still. One way or another, I got threat. One way or another, I get what I want.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
Take your threat.
I'll take my thread. So uh, the security team and Chemo make their way out of the Jeffries tubes and to probably a science lab, I'd say, just to sort of.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'll send dispose or posable first, and then I'll talk to Renix. So, Renix, are you down when we're starting that wrestling league here? I feel like the crew could really use some team bonding by getting more muscles on them, especially our engineering crew.
And the amount of time it took for you to respond to this incident, I could have been killed 3 times. That's close.
Wow.
All right, I hear you. I hear you. I know you want to be a team player. Very thank you for that constructive criticism. I understand the assignment that you are being I hope together we could work more in the future, maybe do some team building exercises.
There's an
Like
unknown entity in these Jeffrey tubes that I'm repairing. Have you found them yet?
I'm spending 2 points of threat, and there is a scream in one of the Jeffries tubes.
oh shoot, run. Run to the Jeopardy tube. Disposable went that way. I said disposable.
It is in the direction of which he sent posable.
No, postable. I will go ahead and yep, get go ahead and boop. Posable.
You
Oh,
find
with my
posable.
phaser.
You find posable face back down on the ground, eyes staring up at the ceiling of the Jeffries tubes, paralyzed in fear and no longer breathing.
Phaser. Ambush tactics.
Okay.
Yes.
I always like when Bonsai just says ambush tactics.
Well, that's the thing. I have a talent for ambush tactics.
Yeah.
You do have a
in real
talent
life
for
and in
ambush
game.
tactics.
They technically that make ambushes and surprise attack, especially. Oh, okay. So okay. So never mind. What do you think applied force
But what
would
you
work
do
better?
have is constantly watching.
Oh yeah, constantly watching. When you attempt a task to detect danger, hidden enemies, reduce the. So yes, I will do that. Then.
So, if I can get this will be a insight plus security roll.
Insight plus security. All right, that's another 14. Ooh,
Yep.
6
And this is a difficult.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, this is a difficulty. This is a difficulty 3 check reduced to 2 because you're constantly watching.
I only got 1. Is there a way for me to?
You can succeed at a cost.
Succeed at a cost.
Okay. So you succeed at a cost. You see, ducking around a corner at another junction, you see a shadow pass by.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Please, can I phaser?
Okay, yeah. You've got a focus and phasers, so you'll crit up to your security rating up to 5. So give me a daring plus security roll.
That's 16. Gotta roll 16 or better. Ooh, okay. So I got 1 success and 120.
You miss. It goes wide, and you hit one of the a pipe that is just above the area in the Jeffers tubes, and it bursts, venting out at some sort of gas into the area that you're in.
Oh shoot, gas. Let me go ahead. Can I grab posable and then
The
throw them
body
over
of
my shoulder?
posable.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's a break. There's a break. I'll yell it down. Break in the tubes. Tube break.
Tube break? What did you? I'm just gonna run over to you.
Update.
You see that one of the pipes in the Jeffries tubes is now venting gas, and you know instantly that it's not oxygen or anything like that.
Is this
Gas.
Delta radiation? Because if so, we're thoroughly.
It's not
No.
radioactive, but it is one of the exhausts from the warp nacelle that is coming out that you're going to need to either contain with a force field or something.
Captain, there is hostiles in the Jeffries tubes.
What kind of hostiles?
I'm already like say let's hand wave and say I already checked. They're like uh unknown, but they have already taken down disposable.
Oh, God. Not disposable.
We were on our way to the science lab. Please alert the science crew.
Will do. Science crew.
Chemo.
Yeah. Sorry. I was waiting. Yes.
There appears to
I
be
was on my way down. What's the problem?
there appears to be a situation down in the tubes. Full danger. Careful.
Understood. Beep.
Chemo, you're in the science lab and you've got this. If you would like to do some more in-depth scans of the
Yeah.
broken junction box,
Just gonna like run
uh,
the scanner over.
make me an insight plus science check, please.
You got it. That's 15.
And yep,
I got a 14 and a 6.
okay, that's 2 successes. That's what you needed. You notice that it appears to be human in nature, but the
Very
genetic
interesting.
code to it has been altered in some way, and
Monstrous.
it's leaving some kind of residue. It looks the junction box itself had electricity running through it, and any leftover charge that would have been in this device is gone, dissipated completely.
Do I have any hunches about like the nature of this creature, whether it's been altered through some sort of chemical process? Was it created somehow?
I will say that if you like, you do have a quick survey, which allows you to ask a question through obtain information of things that you could gather with your own senses.
Great. Yeah, let me use that.
So, what question would you like to ask me?
So I want to know the nature of this creature's uh, being, right? Like humans are typically created through a long birthing process, but this doesn't seem to be the case. It's some sort of mutated thing. I want to know more about how it was made, like what its origin could have been.
It looks as though if this was a person, something has altered the genetic makeup of this person to a point at which it's almost more of a creature running on instinct than anything, just given the way that it yanked and the force that it would have taken to do such a thing would have been more than a regular human could do.
Mm. Well, I think that tells me what I didn't know about what it can do or like how it is now. But I was trying to get more information about like. Sorry, go ahead.
I will say that the obtained information spent or the obtained information from that is only things that you can discern with your senses, nothing that you can discern with like scans. Okay. It'll take more like in-depth research.
Okay, gotcha. So do I recognize anything that I'm seeing? Have I seen any of this before?
You haven't seen anything like this before, no.
Captain. Whoop. You're muted.
Yes, go ahead.
Captain, this is something strange. I've never seen anything like it before.
Go
I'm
on.
having trouble determining its point of origin. I'll keep investigating.
Please do. Keep us updated.
It seems to be dangerous. Has more power than a human, any human, is likely to have.
No known species?
It appears to be human in nature, although
Human.
there appears to be some sort of tampering with its genetic makeup. Its DNA has been altered.
Okay, let me do a three-way comm with Thresh. 1 second. Boop, boop.
Open up the party line.
Yeah.
Thresh.
Thresh here. Yes, I'm trying to get. I trying to get hopefully help. Possible. On the way to mid.
Kimo, will you fill in Thresh on what you found?
I give Thresh the rundown on everything that I was able to ascertain, but I still need to keep doing more research. I need to keep looking at what I have. But if you find anything useful, please bring it to the science lab.
Stay
All
safe and
right,
stay
yeah.
smart.
I would issue until we find everything. Please have a lockdown. May keep the crew into their quarters, if they can, until we
I,
find.
I love that the captain is actually like leaning so hard into just like saying good like nice things to people, not doing literally nothing but like saying things so
Oh,
far.
he's a nervous cat. He's a little nervous to be the captain position right now.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah, I'm going to medical. Try and hopefully, I don't know if Posable's actually dead. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
get.
So what I need to
Uh,
know, Anita,
yep.
is should chemo stay here and keep looking for more things? Is there anything to do, or should I head up to medical bay and see what's
You
being
can,
done?
medical bay might be a good chance for you to get a little bit more information from like the doctor or whoever's on staff at the moment.
I'll head there.
Renix, I'm gonna get you
Yeah.
to make me another control engineering just to get this thing sealed off.
Yeah, because somebody shot in my Jeffrey tubes.
Ask questions later. Shoot first.
That's convenient when you don't have to fix what you shot. That's
Wow.
gonna be one success.
One success, it's enough. You're able to get it cordoned off and you're able to get it repaired at least until you can get it more stable to where it's at. Uh, are you going to stay in the Jeffrey Tubes or are you heading back to the Warp Core?
I still have to. I still have to replicate the parts for the conjunction. So
One of there's a lower level junior engineer that has helped you reinstall it with a
okay.
fix with a repaired part.
Then I'm going back to my warp core.
Yeah, the junior engineer's like, she comes up. Uh, junction box is all fixed, sir. We can head back to the. I know you get itchy every time we leave the engine room.
I don't know why you continue talking after you told me that you were done fixing the conjunction. You just walked to the work.
Dang.
Listen, there's a Star Trek tradition of engineers being
Grumpy ass engineers.
You gotta stick with it.
You Thresh and Chemo, you both make your way into the medical bay and you lay poor Ensign Posable on the table, and the physician on duty, who's not the actual doctor, comes up and says, "What seems to be scans."
Is there any way? Are they just knocked out?
Begins to do a scan, and I will roll for them.
I can't
They
lose a
rolled a
member of my
20.
team. Oh no, I lost a member of my team.
I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do.
This is on me. I should have went there. Now it's ways for me to improve. I understand. These are the objectives and the goals that I need to achieve next time.
What injuries has she sustained?
Oh,
Ensign Posable? Well, it looks as though and they begin to sort of like do an examination. Looks like they were electrocuted.
Curious.
If I didn't know
Elect-
better, this is plasma burns. You can clearly see entry and exit.
wait. I guess now that I had time to really look, I thought you said there that we were fighting a mutant of some sort.
Well, it's humanoid. It's some form of humanoid. Or at least that's what I could gather.
Oh, it's a humanoid with
Mutant
a
might
weapon.
mutant might not be the right term, but yes, it has seemingly the ability to cause electrical disruption.
No, I think it's easier. It's easier to say that this creature or some sort obviously has a weapon on them, and I will make it my goal to find out for Disposable's honor. I'll go ahead. I'll leave you to this. Remember,
Honestly,
lock
if I didn't
yourselves
know
in.
any better, it's like it almost looks at you would recognize these injuries as something that an engineer gets if they stand too close to a power junction.
Yes? Would you do a personnel check? See if there's anyone unaccounted for?
Alrighty. Yes, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go bloop bloop computers. I don't know.
Bloop,
That's,
bloop,
that's,
computers.
I'm sorry, that's Star Trek. Boop, 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 boop.
Bloop bloop bloop
Bloop, bloop,
computers.
A little bit, a little bit.
Okay. You uh let's see. I would say control plus security.
Okay. Control plus security 15 or less. I got a 3 and a 14. 2 successes.
Two successes is perfect. And even at this point, uh the physician that's on duty says, well, uh the doctor hasn't shown up for her shift. If you're looking for people that are unaccounted for, I've been sort of tending to sick bay as best as I can. But she left here, said she was feeling tired after the first contact mission, and just hasn't been back. And on the list, you see that there are 2 other people that are unaccounted for.
Who are the, do we know, like, off
Yep.
the list?
One of them
doctor?
is the doctor. The other is a security person that you spoke to that said that they were going to go to sick bay.
And third?
Captain.
What? Oh,
Not Preet.
interesting. I did send the security officer to see the doctor. They had a rash of some sort.
Oh.
Well, I've been in sick bay and I haven't seen him.
All right.
Renix, as you're heading back through the Jeffries tubes towards the warp core, you hear a scuffling sound.
Oh, great. Pull out the phaser.
As you turn around, you see hunched over another junction box, over an EPS conduit, is this enlarged humanoid figure in a ripped gold gold operations uniform. Has pulled open 2 EPS conduits and is gulping greedily at the power that is coming from the cables.
All right. So a few things.
Mhm.
Can I, since I'm watching this thing devour energy, am I able to use my engineering experience to kind of intuit anything about its physiology, especially in terms of ways that I might be able to hurt it?
Make me an inside engineering check. That's interesting.
Cool. Uh, I'm testing a theory. When you attempt a task using engineering or science, you may roll an additional d20 so long as you succeeded on the previous task. Oh, well, poop.
I would also accept science for this.
I'm using engineering, but I'm going to buy an additional d20 if that's all the same to you.
Okay, are you buying it with threat?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take the threat.
I mean, we're in it already, so let's just go there. Um, when aboard the ship, the chief engineer always has the advantage engineering department, which represents the ship's complement of engineers and technicians. So, does that mean anything here?
You have a junior engineer who has been following you through the Jeffries tubes,
Oh no.
Okay, but that doesn't affect the roll. All right, cool. Here we go.
but they can assist you.
I would very much like that assist.
Okay, I'll use this one.
I'm just gonna look at the assistant and go, don't shoot, think, then shoot. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with me today. That's 2 successes and a 20.
But you
Oh,
got
I can re-roll. I may re-roll a single D20 because of bold. You're not getting that. And it turned into a 1 in your face. Ow, my head. So that's 4 successes.
4 successes. The difficulty was 2. So you gain 2 points of momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that so you're trying to get a idea of its physiology. You know clearly that this is a poor soul that has been transformed in some way. And you also know that you can tell that it seems like it is feeding off of this. So whatever kind of physiology it has, it obviously feeds off of plasma.
Yeah.
And on the starship, it's been getting its fill. And at this point, the junior engineer that's beside you, she sort of looks and she says, "You see those? Look at the back. Look at the. Do you see on his hands?" And you sort of see as it sort of grabs one of the cables and pulls it towards it. You can see on the hands there's these almost like suckers, kind of.
Yeah.
There's almost like a little spark that comes from them. I bet you anything that it can also discharge electricity through those.
So I'm like, I think this is them both stepping back, and he goes, so there's 2 options really. We can either attempt to drain the energy, or we can see if we can overload it. Now I would like to test the theory.
Okay.
He's got a conduit box in his mouth already, all right?
Yeah.
I would like to send an excess of energy to that conjunction to see if it's possible to overload it. If it wants to eat, I'm going to give it the whole buffet.
Okay.
Fingers
This
crossed.
is a risky maneuver, so I'm going to up the complicate. I'm going to spend thread to up the complication range to a 19 or a 20.
Okay.
And this is going to be a difficulty 3 check.
All right, and I'm now using testing a theory. Because I succeeded on the last one, I get to use an additional D20 again. So here we are.
Nice.
Stack those vex.
All right, that is a total of 4 successes. Well, actually, no,
succeed.
sorry, that's 3 successes. But I would like to use a value if I can.
Okay, so you're going to add an extra D20 that's already rolled 1?
Yep.
What value are you calling on?
At this point, I've probably seen it all.
Okay. Tell me how that sort of ties into this. Like, have you experienced something similar to this before?
It's always the freaking Jeffries tubes. And whenever something goes wrong, it happens in the Jeffries tubes first. Why don't we have more security in our Jeffries tubes? At this point, I just want to weaponize the Jeffries tubes to stop
I'll take
intruders from wanting to
So
go
this
in.
is 6 successes now, or
Yes.
you had 4 successes. Now it's 6 successes. It was a difficulty 3
Correct.
check. So you have 3 points of momentum. Would you like to spend, how would you like to would you like to spend the additional momentum that you've earned?
I forgot what we could do with it.
So you can create an advantage
Yeah, I want to
with
create
2 points.
I want to create an advantage for the security team.
Okay. There's also, you can add a trait to the scene. You can make it so that you don't kill this poor sap that got transformed.
And I have 3 momentum to spin, right?
Yes, you
All
do.
right, so we're creating an advantage for the security team. We're knocking this thing unconscious for the science team, and we're making it so I can repair this conjunction box.
Absolutely.
Those are my
I'm
3 conditions.
Those are your 3 things. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm going to ask you to roll me 7d6s because this is damage at this point.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What games was I playing that I had to have all these D6s nearby? Anyway, I rolled a 3, 2 4s, 2 2s, and a 1.
Let me know how many's are 1s, 2s, 5s, and 6s.
No 5s, no 6s, 1 1, and 2 2s.
Okay, so that's 5 damage.
Okay.
This thing gets knocked backwards into the other side of the Jeffries tubes, hits itself, and then slumps downwards. And it's at this point that Thress, one of your security teams, comes up and phasers this thing for good measure, and they begin to move this person or to the sick bay.
Engineering to the bridge. I was the most competent one on the ship again. Send somebody down to the Jeffries tubes.
Thresh, security.
Already on my way back down.
Thank you very much.
Also, along with the lockdowns, we need to go ahead and check out these 3 individuals have gone missing. I go ahead and list the doctor, the other security person, and have you checked on the captain?
No, I have not. I'll do that right now.
Please be advised, they may be changed.
What do you mean, maybe changed?
This is seems to
Full
be
situation update.
uh Boopin the science crew. Boop boop science crew.
Well, we don't have a lot of information right now, Commander. We need to investigate further. Right now, the best we can do is try to locate these missing persons.
I'll work on
And
that. Renix says he needs some help down there.
I'm on my way right now, and then I've also, let's say, I already separated 3 good teams to
This
check
is
out.
engineering here with Renix. We got one of them.
All right, let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and huff, poop poop, run there.
I'll follow close behind.
I set up a team to go find the other 2, but I'm going to go check out the captain.
Okay. Preet, you make your way to the captain's domicile. You boop the doorbell. Do you try the doorbell first?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a chime. No response. But easily enough, you're able to do a security override.
Yeah. Zoop.
The door opens, and hunched over the replicator, the entire room is a mess. The replicator has been yanked out of the wall, and the cabling behind it has been frayed. And hunched over it, you see an incredibly large former Vulcan in command red who stops from the feast of energy and looks at you with these glowing yellow eyes. Then lets out a bellowing roar.
I think Preet takes a step back and then just swipes the door again, and it shuts. We got a situation here.
Uh, who I'm going to spend a point of threat as it charges towards the door that shuts in its face. It is going to start slamming against the door, making just, you can see the door begin to dent.
Oh no!
What do you do?
The captain has been compromised. We need help immediately. I pull out my phaser and yeah, there's not much I can do. I'm gonna step away from the door. I'm not gonna stand right by the door.
It's at this point I'm going to spend 2 more points of threat, and bounding through the halls, you see another one of these creatures
I found two.
leaping at you, Preet.
Wait. When
This-
he says that, I'm gonna let Thress know that I'm gonna let them go off and help engineering, but I'm gonna split off and go help Preet.
Okay.
So I'm now stuck between two, then, essentially.
One is slamming at a door, the other one is running down the hallway at you, full tilt.
Okay. Well, I'd like to use my cat-like reflexes to try to dodge at the last minute.
Okay, make me a daring security check.
Okay, that is a... So I roll now as a d20 and a d6?
Yes. So you're going to roll me 2d20,
2d20.
and you're going to let me know. Let me just grab your character sheet again. You're going to let me know. So this is a daring plus security, so that's a 9 plus a 4, which is a 13. So roll 2d20 and let me know if you hit 13 or under.
Okay. I got a 17 and a 3.
Okay, and I will say that your focus and hazard awareness applies.
Excellent.
So that is 2 successes, and you're able to deftly dodge out of the way as Chemo comes running around a corner. Chemo, what are you doing?
So I want to just read the situation as soon as I show up, using quick survey.
Okay, you asked me a question.
So, can you describe what I see, and then I'll ask a question?
You see this creature in what is a torn blue uniform, and it looks like it was wearing a lab jacket as well. It has these glowing yellow eyes, almost monstrous in nature, and it is jumping towards Parit. And you see Parit sort of dodge roll out of the way as this thing leaps through the air at him. And it sort of skids and turns and starts snarling and facing down in the direction that you're coming from.
Okay. Is it in front of me or behind me at this point?
It is in front of you, and currently Parit is between you and the creature.
Okay. I guess I'm drawing on my knowledge, my experience, what I saw it's done to other things, and I'm trying to figure out if this creature has like a weakness, or sorry, if this
Okay.
person has been affected in a way that I can actually help them in the moment, or if there's something I can do to discombobulate them.
A phaser set at heavy stun could probably knock it out.
I pull out my phaser, I switch it to heavy stun, and I aim, telling Preet to get down.
Whoop!
And I fire.
Okay. Make me a control plus security check
Okay.
because you're being cautious about this.
Yeah, so this will be 12. I need.
Mhm.
I got an 11 and a 5.
Okay, perfect. So you shoot this thing. I'm going to ask you to roll me 3d6s and let me know what you get.
Okay.
Don't count 3s or 4s, just 1s, 2s, 5s, or 6s.
Okay, I rolled 3d6. I got a 1, a 5, and a 6. That's 12.
Oh, so a one is a one, a five and a six are both hits with effects.
Okay.
So that is three. Um, and you hit this creature that looks like it was formerly the doctor, and it sort of staggers a little, but it begins to look like it's about to bear down for another pass. Parit, what are you doing?
I'm letting. Oh, sorry.
Chemo?
Chemo. Yes. I'm letting Chemo know that the captain. That's the captain's quarters. He's turned as well.
And it's at this point that this door begins to buckle.
I'm just gonna go join Chemo. I'm gonna try to get
Is
as
there
close to Chemo as
any
possible.
way that I can, because the one downstairs they already have at Pan, right?
It's
Like we already
already
said.
under control. Yeah.
Since
There's a junior engineer that's currently trying to drag this poor sod to sick bay.
Oh.
All right. Since they already well, hold on. Oh, there's too many things. Okay, there's an immediate threat in the captain's ward. I'm gonna go to the immediate threat first.
Okay.
And since they have that one covered, let's go ahead and say that I have backup plan initiated. I have already made a plan in case the captain goes rogue and is controlled by some kind of parasite and is not in their wits. So basically, whenever so this is just for the thing. Whenever I or an ally fails a task, you may add 1 point to the group's momentum.
Okay.
So that's what that
Um,
does.
Yeah. There was a couple things that you failed early on, so yeah, we can say that you have an additional momentum. But I can also say that at this point, you sort of rush around the corner and see this thing staring down. You're behind. They're sort of there's a pincer thing. So Preet and Chemo are on one side, you're on the other side, and you see the former doctor, and you begin to see the door buckle to the captain's quarters.
I'm gonna take care of the doctor first. Hand-to-hand combat, just like
Okay, absolutely. Um, yeah, and I gave you applied force.
yeah.
So hand-to-hand combat. This is going to be a fitness plus security because you're gonna try and wrestle this thing.
Yes, fitness plus security sets 15, and then
Mm-hmm.
because I have applied force, I add in addition you add what is
One
that?
challenge die.
One challenge die
rating
to the stress of on arm attack. So I guess we could go
And
ahead and try it. Yeah.
yeah, so make me a fitness plus security check. This is going to be contested.
Maybe.
What'd you get?
19 and a 20.
You jump on this thing's back.
Mm.
And it begins it begins to buck.
Oh, it hurts.
You grew up on a farm in an agricultural on a colony world that was heavily agricultural forward, and this thing bucks like any sort of wild cattle or horse that you ever had, and it knocks you into a wall, and you're going to take 2 points of stress.
Oof. Okay.
Oh.
2 points of stress. Wait, where do I put? Okay, yeah, there we go. Ow.
And it's at this point that the door to the captain's quarters burst open, and this creature that is larger than any of the other ones that any of you have seen so far, that was formerly the captain, comes out. What do y'all do?
I think Preet sets his phaser to as the highest possible stun. This is still the captain as far as he's concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh, Renix,
Mm-hmm.
you hear uh what are you up to at this moment?
I'm back at the warp core vibing. Um,
Five.
let's see. I have an experimental device rank 1.
Okay.
I think, if I may, I'm looking to
Absolutely.
create a portable power drain to basically starve these things out.
Okay.
Awesome.
Uh ooh, okay. Let me It provides you with an advantage. Okay,
I would
so the
also like to be able to retrieve the energy that they stole from my ship too, if that's at all
absolutely.
possible.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get you to make me a daring plus engineering test. This is going to be a difficulty 2.
Okay.
But the complication range is an 18 or is a 19 or a 20.
Can I still use testing a theory since this is a part of the original? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll just roll the 3.
All right. And
Uh,
I will say that your focus in electroplasma systems does apply.
okay, so that's a auto success with the focus.
So with the focus, it means that you
If
succeed.
I
You
roll
crit up to your
under,
under
yeah.
5 and
Okay,
under.
gosh. All right, then that is 5 successes.
You are able to you try it out on this on the unconscious one that first, and you sort of drain this power from him, and he returns to normal with just torn clothes. Seeing this, you decide to put it into the ship's systems. And there is this sort of electrical surge that goes throughout the power grid, and you can see the lights begin to flicker. You all are surrounding the captain and the doctor, and you watch as this power begins to sort of lift off of them and drain back into the ship's systems as they begin to shrink.
Starfleet doesn't deserve me. Um, I, I'm still in the warp room, and they're away, like they're facing off with the captain, right?
The captain is beginning to shrink.
Oh, okay. Because
Or
I was,
I assumed, but if you want to run the device outwards,
I'm not leaving my warp core. I was just going to transport it over to them.
Okay.
All right. So
I'd say that you transport the device, and the same sort of effect happens.
okay.
It begins to drain the power from these two creatures.
I'm sending you something that should help. Don't shoot any of these people. There are people. But we're gonna need the science division to figure out what initiated this. You're all welcome.
And
I'm a little busy at the moment.
there's the hum of a transporter beam as this little device that is currently set shows up in the middle of this fracas, and the monster that you're riding begins to shrink down into the smaller doctor, and the monster that was the captain begins to shrink back down to the captain. That's one part of the problem solved, is you've managed to reverse some of the effects, but as for what caused it, that's another thing entirely, and how to stop it from happening again.
Well, we can investigate where we found them in the room, right? Can
Mhm.
do a scan of the room.
Or if you want to investigate
Bioscan.
them specifically, you can as
Is
well.
there some kind of bioscan we can do?
Yeah, absolutely. Make me a commander. I'm gonna get you to make me a. It'll be an insight plus medicine,
Insight plus.
or
Oh, that's.
anybody that likes to can make me an insight plus medicine.
I would say someone else should probably do that. I'm pretty
I could do
low.
it.
Chemo, and your focuses in xenobiology would apply to.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Good choice.
Does that give me an extra d20?
That gives you a crit up to your medicine score.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. You said medicine and
Insight.
insight. Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
Okay, so I got a 5 and a 13. No crits.
5 and a 13 is enough. You see that their genetic makeup has been altered, but also more closely examining them, you do notice that there's some sort of rash on their necks.
Can I look at it more closely? Maybe take a sample, try to figure out
Absolutely.
what it is due to?
Absolutely.
Something internal or something like external?
It looks like it's some kind of virus has caused their internal physiology to mutate.
Mm.
And this should have been picked up by the transporters.
Picked up by the transporters. Do they do a
Like
diagnostic?
the transporters have all sorts of biofilters that would have probably removed this pathogen. But this virus is tricky. It makes it think that it's already part of the existing genetic code as it alters the DNA.
So, do I imagine that it came from the planet that they transported
It
up?
probably came from the planet they transported from.
Okay. Um, um, Thinking about what information we have collected about that planet, accessing that from the database, trying to locate what possible viruses could be, I think might be the key to actually figuring out how we can cure them if it's not too late, or at least start on the reversal of this process.
I'm gonna go ahead and boop the rest of the crew. We have the list of people who were on this mission, right?
Yep. It was just the three of them.
Just the three? Okay, that was only them. I'm gonna go ahead and cuff them while they're unconscious.
Okay. Thresh, at this point, I want you to make me a insight engineering check.
Okay. Sorry. Let's
Mostly
go
I'm
ahead.
tapping into your backstory here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Because
The
you, like many before you, have been in a transporter accident, and you've got to focus on transporters and replicators.
All right. So insight and what engineering?
Engineering.
So that's 12 or lower.
And you'll crit up to 3.
Ooh. Okay. So I got a 3 and a 5.
3. So that's 2 successes. That's 3 successes.
Yep.
There might be a way if you work with engineering, specifically if you work with Renix, there might be a way that you can put them through the transporter pattern buffer and reverse the effects, since you probably have an older pattern of them before they transferred down to the planet.
I think, Chemo, we might have a plan, but we're gonna have to ask Renix for help.
And I think, Chemo, you might be able to assist as well, as you do have a focus in genetics.
Okay, I will apply my skills as necessary.
Renix, we're gonna have to ask you for a favor, buddy.
What?
Could you, I basically rattle off, it looks like in transportation, there's like a little bit of an accident during transportation. There's this genetic code that got snuck in. If we teleport them again and weed out this genetic code, it should help fix them.
So you want me to completely alter our transportation's coding?
I thought you could do anything.
I can. It's just an inconvenience. All right, fine. Let me get started on it. Do we have any idea of the time period of which we believe that the transport code has been altered, or would you like me to find that out?
Definitely has to do whenever we were last planet we were on.
Before they transported down.
Yeah, before they transported down.
All right. I'll click. It doesn't finish the sentence.
But yes, Commander, where should we store all of these? The captain, the doctor, and I'm guessing the last one in the sick bay is my other security crew.
Make me an insight command check.
Insight command check. Okay.
Yeah. You stop.
Oh,
Why?
that's a
Ooh, it's
9 and
biting. I
18.
hear. What's biting?
Spicy.
9 and 18.
Okay. That's about what you needed. You can probably put them on the transporter pad behind a shield.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I think we just went down. I cannot tell.
Oh, did we?
No, we are still live. My OBS is just frozen. So, hi, we're
Oh,
here.
okay.
Okay, all right. I was like, I see us. I see us.
Yeah.
No worries. All right. So there's sort of a montage at this point as the uh four of you gather in the transporter room, placing each of them on the pads, and the this is going to be our probably our last roll of the game before we. This is going to be a difficult check. This is probably going to be difficulty 5, and this is going to be a group test. So, each of you can tell me exactly what you're doing to assist in this task. We will, and who is leading the test.
What is our goal? What are we trying to hit right now? Is there?
So the difficulty is going to be 5, and the group of you are basically placing them on the transporter uh, and uh, and setting it so that they reconstitute with with their old genetic code.
Okay.
So we're teleporting in place.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're
yeah.
putting them through the transporter buffer as like a cleansing almost.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not leading, but I have black backup plans, and as you saw, I failed already, so there's already one momentum in that momentum
Yeah, you also
pool.
have bonus momentum. I think you've got 4 at this point that
Okay.
y'all can use to buy additional dice.
Hmm.
Is our engineer leading the charge?
I mean, he's not gonna offer to do so.
Engineer Renix, this is your commanding officer.
God dang. Okay, yes. What is it, Commander?
We really need your help on this one. Can you be there for us? You're the only one who can do it.
All right, then here's what I need from everybody, and that's what it looks like when he's taking charge. He's just gonna go, I need this from you, this from you, this from you. So I guess I'll lead.
I will aid
Okay.
with transporter. I have a focus on transporter replicators.
So I'll say that from Thress, I'm going to ask you to make me a control plus engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Renix, it's going to be probably about the same control and engineering.
Yeah, but I'm about to make it harder for myself.
Oh no.
And Chemo, how are you assisting?
I can anticipate a lot of ways that this could just go wrong. I'm going to use my expertise as sort of keeping an eye on the group of folks that we're trying to help. I'm gonna keep an eye on like what's his name, the engineer's doing, and point out any ways that I think that they could get their genetics altered in a way that's like irreparable, or just keeping an eye out on what he's doing and just doing sort
Okay.
of like cross referencing.
I'll ask for a reason in medicine from you.
Okay.
Your focus in genetic supplies.
Nice.
So I will get Noir to roll two
Well,
to start 2
well,
d20.
here's
And
the
if you
thing.
want to go ahead.
I'm about to make it harder, because he would like to create something called the Phoenix Protocol, where it saves genetic states every time somebody transports. So if something like this happens again, we have everybody's genetics on the call from their transport logs.
Okay.
Phoenix.
And the reason that I'm doing that is because I would like to use the value build for the future. If y'all are gonna make me do something, I don't want to do it again.
Sounds good. So you're gonna call upon your value?
Yeah, and
You already did burn a determination this game. Are you going to challenge that value to get that determination back?
challenging
Or
me. It means I did have to do the opposite.
or here's something else.
Mm-hmm.
If our commanding officer likes, he could spend a point of the determination to grant you a determination.
Yeah, I would like that.
So, Preet, do you want to use your commanding officer talent?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Muted. Absolutely. Yeah, I was. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you got your point of determination back. Build for the future.
All right.
This is going to increase it to a difficulty 6.
Yep.
And you have 4 points of momentum with which to buy additional dice.
Uh-huh.
You already have 2 successes.
Yeah, I am going to buy a dice. I'm gonna make it my pride dice this time.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey.
Here we go. Okay. And I popped a determination, which means if I roll under, that's an additional success, right?
Your value or your let's see. I'd say that this is definitely improvisation. So your focus does apply. So you would crit up to your engineering.
Okay. So that is 4 successes.
All right, Chemo and Thress, give me a single D20 roll.
Oh,
single
no.
D assist.
I was. That's 5 successes total for me.
Okay, so you need
Single
at least one
roll.
more.
Dose.
Boom.
I got a 2.
Heck yeah. And Chemo, what did you roll?
Well, I got 16 and a 4, but the 4's enough to.
Okay.
Well, my medicine
Yes.
4, so yeah.
Perfect. So with that, you all. I know, buddy. I'll feed you in a sec. With that, the transporter hums to life and then goes down. They dematerialize and rematerialize back on the transporter pads. Their clothes are fixed, and the group of them sort of stand up a little bit groggy, and they sort of Commander?
Welcome back, Captain.
What exactly occurred just now?
You'll have our full report. Right now, you need to rest.
I think I will. Whatever it was, good work. And the doctor sort of, I'm going to get myself to sick bay and I'm going to give myself a full scan. Your security officer, sir. Are we supposed to beam back down to the planet?
I don't think.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, you. You've done so much, Thress. Please handle this one. I don't know who's in charge.
Okay, I feel like I've been hit by a phaser, and maybe I need to go to sick bay too, and walks off. And with that, the ship returns to normal, and you all continue your day. Reports are filed, and that is yet another voyage in the day in the life of the crew of the Starship Aurora.
Nice.
That's been our show, everybody.
Woo!
Electric
Woo!
humans.
Electric people.
Electric. It's electric. Dun, dun,
It's
dun,
electric.
dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
All right. That's been our episode, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are probably going to head out of here, but stick around. We've got Sarah's table after this. Sarah is playing. What's Sarah playing?
Adventurer and troll with her husband, Jeff Moore.
Heck yeah, Adventurer and Troll. Check that out. But thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with us. And until next time, live long and prosper.
Bye.